Hey everyone, it's a new day and I'm ready to get started on those 40 balustrades just as soon as it...
Hey, no. Actually, the client just called and he had to reduce the order from 40 to 20.
What? No.
Budgetary constraints.
I promised everyone I'd make 40. 20's way less dramatic than 40. You know what? It is what it is. It is what it is. So the client changed the order, but you know what? It's not that big of a deal. It's not like they backed out on products that I already made. Ultimately, you know, things happen. And so I'm gonna keep going just like I would have before. And so I say, let's get to work. So, as I was getting started working on some pieces last night, I noticed my router bit wasn't quite working right. So I'm on my way to get a replacement. Something really unfortunate as well, since I accepted this commission, we've had a handful of really unfortunate things happen. Our rooster died for one, and he was a family favorite in the coop. And our one cat, Artemis, was diagnosed with FIP. If you're familiar, if you know, you know. And if you don't know, FIP is a disease that, for the most part, is 100% fatal in cats. There is a treatment. It is unfortunately exorbitantly expensive and hard to acquire in the United States. There's a lot of complexity around why that is, and I'm not going to get into that, but it is pretty devastating for our family, and working on this commission has, as a result, been somewhat difficult. And so I have fallen behind my original projections. So hopefully I can get this equipment, get back on track, and get this delivered so we can work on the shop again. Not my first choice, but it's the closest. Yeah. There they are. $30 later, and hopefully we'll have some better luck now. So what's kind of going on here is that this template is starting to fail on me. I did make a mistake using this material. I expected it to hold up a little bit better, but the pressures on the edge from the bearing of the flush trim bit it's crushing it in, and the template's starting to deform. So rather than attempt to use this template again, I am casting it to this board, which I am going to sand and shape by hand, and then start using this as my new template. That's the plan, at least anyways. that was a ton of work. That right there is 20 balustrades that are ready to start getting finished. What's up next is to swap out the router bit to one that'll do the edge rounding that the client wanted. Then each of these are going to go through there, get all the edges except for the end grains routed. That should be very quick, very simple. Do a quick sanding, and then this commission is done. You didn't really think I was going to make you watch me route 20 of those, did you? It was only like 10 at most. We officially have a start to our completely done pile. This is it. All 20. I am done. They're all sanded. It's been a long week, but I feel good. The money from these is going to go towards plywood and other lumber so I can finish the walls of the shop and start on some of the built-in furniture, sit-down workbenches and the like. So these will be hanging out in here for another day, and then on Monday they are going to the client, and presumably he's going to paint and install them. At least I would hope he would, because otherwise this would be a tremendous waste of money for him. This gig has left a huge mess for me to clean up. So I guess that's what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. If you've made it this far, that sounds pretty dedicated, so I think you should subscribe. Well, I don't have much more for this today, so I think I'm going to call it a wrap so I can go rest up before I have to clean this up tomorrow.